Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance, and this is a 212A, the Soviet Tier 9 SPG, and we're on the north spawn of Sand River, and it's a standard battle, not an assault, not an encounter, just the standard one. And it's being commanded by ML20030. Now, quite what the significance of those numbers is, I don't know, but we'll probably take a guess. Okay, now headed up a little south from the spawn point into this little area on the map. It's actually, you know, in grid squares G1, it is rather a well-used position. So I tend to look there. So it is use it at your peril, because if you do, you might get spotted. TVP get a lovely hit there, 441 hit points. Very useful, that shot, but he's moving straight away. That's good. Relocating. I would always recommend that you relocate if you're at this particular position, because if you don't, you might get counter-batteried very, very quickly. There's two well-known places for Arty to set up: E1, G1, or back into the dipper A1. But the risk here is that obviously the enemy might get a little close and do a lot of damage. Okay, AMX M4 49 Liberté with the special colours. Just behind him. Oh, he didn't move back. He didn't move back far enough, and the shell sailed over the back of his tank, hit the ground some distance behind. Right, that's that TVP we hit earlier. Okay. Right, T44, and he's just taken a massive great hit there, and he's pulling back behind the rock to avoid being hit again. That also makes him Arty safe once he's behind there. Right, loaded. Ready to go. Oh, he knocked over a tree. There he is. He's coming down the dip the other side. And there's also a WZ113GFT. That's a Tier 10 Chinese tank destroyer. Round out. Oh, it was just behind him. Splashed him. He did get a splash, 227 hit points there, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. It's a pity, because if he'd hit him square on, I think with the soft armour on that tank destroyer, I think that would have done a lot of damage. Okay, T44's gone down. He's lined up that shot on the WZ. The trouble is there, he's got some rocks for protection, and I think he knows that as well. Rounds out. Oh, it landed alongside, 221 hit points and 2 critical hits off that one. Now the 212A was never actually produced. The problem was that although they put an order through for an SPG to be built, there was so much demand for tanks from the factory that they kept putting it off. And eventually it got to the point where they decided, well, okay, we need tanks more than SPGs. And so although they had a design that should work, it was shelved. Right, now the enemy has come in through the back door. Nobody's actually stopped the northern route at all. Most of the tanks on ML's team came from the south into the dunes in the south. And this left basically the north of the map open to the enemy. And they're now knocking on the back door, a grid square C1. Now round out on that 25. Oh, lovely hit there, 503 hit points. He's really hurting now that he's got about a quarter of his health left. And the Scorpion G's moving in to finish him off. And he's been taken out by the Lurther, who's up in the dunes. So obviously he saw that as easy pickings. And we've got two tanks there, an Object 140 and an AMX 135. Now the 13105 has dropped back into the dip, into the red bed, but the Object 140 is sitting there. And he got a direct hit! That actually hit the side of his track, and he's picked up all the stun assist as well as the Object 140 was taken out. That was very, very good, because the Object 140 had actually moved away from the aim point but the shell still hit him on the corner of the track and did a huge 475 hit. And the stun assist worked out at 259 hit points. Okay, SDR V1030, the Tier 9 Soviet wedge, ground out. Landed alongside him, 337 hit points off that one. And obviously he's pulling away slowly because obviously you can't move fast once you're in siege mode. I'm always tempted, if I am in siege mode like that, to slowly move away, but it's unwise. What you should do is go straight back to ordinary position for transit and dash away as quickly as you can, because you are in grave danger if you've already been hit or stunned. Okay, he's looking towards the south. Most of the attack force on the north has been countered, so the scores are fairly even, but that's mostly because the enemy has a lot of tanks camped around their cap. And we're looking at a Tortoise and an FV4202, and they're sitting at the back as well, lining up on Tortoise. Round out. Oh, it landed alongside him, 309 hit points, 2 critical hits. One of those is bound to be the tracks, but unfortunately we lost one of the attacking forces. One of the attacking tanks. Okay, there's a T10 coming in from the north. An Object 140, no, Object 430 rather, defending. But this is going to be difficult because the Object 430 has only got 14 hit points left, whilst the T10's got a massive 1300, so I think that the 430 is going to die. He has, but he did track the T10, and that round went in and took 264 hit points, so the T10 is now at about 2/3 of his health. That shell, you can see the yellow mark on the front plate, definitely hit him straight on, or head on. And in fact, now he's lost virtually all his health. He's only got 200, so a splash kill. You could get a splash kill on that T10 now. Almost reloaded. Almost ready to shoot. Judge exactly where he's going to be. There he is. Round out. And it's a splash kill. 200 hit points, just as predicted. He's been taken out of the game. Right, that SDR V1030 has moved up and is in siege mode. Okay, it's going to be slow to move while he's in siege mode, but we've got a 15-second wait until ML is reloaded, so that could be dangerous. Okay, the SCRV is turning to face one of the defenders. He's gone to transit mode, so obviously he knows that he may have to move. Round out. Direct hit! Wow, look at that! 941 hit points, and he's out the game. That's a huge hit there. 2 kills so far for ML. Right, he's got a Ferdinand in the village. It's going to be difficult to hit if he gets amongst those buildings. Probably most of the buildings will take most of the force of the explosion. Okay, Tortoise has moved up. So is the FV4202. The enemy thinks they've got the advantage because they've got 4 tanks versus the 11. That round went in. I think that definitely hit the Tortoise. Yep, the Tortoise is stunned. Massive stun on him. He's only got 780 hit points left. The FV4202's got 600 out of his 1400. Oh, the Tortoise took another hit, so he's picked up stun assist there as well. But they're up against the Lerva. He's aiming. ML's aiming at the FV4202 because he's got more health than the Tortoise. It's going to be a difficult shot because he's so close that the dunes are actually now getting in the way. And they're just below the dip, so you can see he's got a red line there. He wouldn't hit them if he fired at them right now. He needs a green line, or he needs to see precisely where the shot's going to fall. They're very close together. Very close together. Okay, now he can see. Oh my god, it's a Bombardier! He's taken both of them out. He got the 4202 for 253 hit points. And he took the Tortoise for 90, and he killed both with one shot. He put it perfectly into the side of the FV4202. And that's now given his team the advantage. It's 3 versus 2 now. Just the enemy Arty, which is a GW Tiger, the Tier 9 German SPG. And the other enemy is the Ferdinand, whose last scene was in the village. But he's now there. He's... Oh my god! Oh, that was awkward. The Ferdinand made it all the way up from the village into the dunes, found ML and put a shell into him straight away, and that was the end of his game. Okay, the Lurver's coming over. He needs to find that Ferdinand and put him down quickly, otherwise that GW Tiger is going to cause lots of problems. I do like this new camo for the Lurver. The new camo that Wargaming's brought out, some of them are really good. I don't like the ones you design yourself, but I do like some of the new patterns they've brought out because they do look rather fancy. Okay, there's the Ferdinand. He's the wrong way round. He's the wrong way round. Can the Lurver get there in time before the Ferdinand faces him? No, he can't. Right, and he's been hit by the Arty as well. Oh, he's just been taken out by the Ferdinand. Ouch. So it's all up to the Object 740 now. 704. Can he kill this Ferdinand? He's still reloading. Yes, he can. 535 hit points off that shot. And he's changing direction, weaving, trying to make his natural course unrecognisable so that the Arty can't counter him. Okay, he's going to go up over the top of the dunes. It's just a question now. Oh no, he can't get up that slope. It's too steep. Okay, it's just a question now of finding the GW Tiger and putting him away. That may be a problem actually, because the GW Tiger is more than likely realised the situation. And if I was him, I would actually be setting up an ambush, waiting for this 704 to come and cap, and then to take him out the moment he does. Now the best places to ambush would be actually from the south, from grid squares J0 or K0. Now we'll have to wait and see if they are down there, if he is down there. Yes, he is! There he is! He's in the bowl at K0. Now he can get good shots from that distance. The question is, did the GW see him? And I don't think he did. I don't think his sixth sense went off. And that means that the GW is not in a position to know that the Object 704 is almost on top of him. There he is. Now he will have seen him. Within view range, yes, there's the sixth sense. And he's fired, and it landed nearby. It stunned the 704. But that's not going to help the GW if he comes up this rise, because the GW's got a very long reload time, and from here the 704 can just blast him, and he does, and he's won the game. That's the thing. If you do set up an ambush, it's better to set up an ambush in a position where you can't be seen at a distance, and that's actually in that dip. There's a dip that runs from J0 to K0, and if you go down into that dip, the only way they can find you is if they actually almost come on top of you, and then it's a proximity detect, and you can set yourself up so that the moment they appear in your sights you can hit them. Right, let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Okay, it's a first class tanker for ML20030. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, got 14 in that one. And he picked up a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, 2 of which were as part of a bombardier. He got a Gore's medal because he did more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he got a high caliber because he dealt the most damage of all the vehicles in the game, at least 20% of the enemy team. And a bombardier when he took out that tortoise and the FV4202 with 1 shot. Right, when it comes to team scores, well, highest damage, of course, 4,698 hit points. It's a massive increase, 1,000 more than the Object 704. He got 4 kills, which puts him joint top with the Object 704. Of course, the 704 survived. And when it came to base XP, the 212 was highest with 1,073, and that's a decent score. He fired 13 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 6 penetrations, 7 splash, damage of 4,698, of which 3,918 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit from the Ferdinand and it penetrated, and he hit 8 of the enemy, killed 4 of them. He did also 949 hit points of stun assistance off 9 stuns. With a premium account, he earned 55,943 credits. and after repair and ammunition resupply he was still left with 30,692 credits. He received 1,610 experience points, but it was ×2 for the first victory of the day, and there's a holiday ops bonus in there as well, so he actually picks up 3,606 experience points in total. So well done there, ML20030. Please do tell us exactly what the significance of your name is. I'm sure that you will probably watch this video when eventually you see the notes and the replays. But I hope you enjoy our commentary. If you do like this video, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.